Hello, Michael here. Looking today at Psalms 55, and we're focusing on verse 7 through to 9 for the exposition. This psalm, which may be subtitled, Cast Your Burden on the Lord. And we're going to read from verse 6 down to verse 9. Verse 6, And I said, Oh, that I had wings like a dove, for then would I fly away and be at rest. Verse 7, Lo, then would I wander far off, and remain in the wilderness. Selah. Verse 8. I would hasten my escape from the windy storm and tempest. Verse 9. Destroy, O Lord, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. And so we turn to Treasure of David with the exposition as written by Charles Spurgeon. Verse 7. Lo, then would I wander far off. Yet when David was far off, he sighed to be once more near Jerusalem. Thus in our ill estate we ever think the past to be better than the present. We shall be called to fly far enough away, and perchance we shall be loath to go. We need not indulge vain notions of premature escape from earth. And remain in the wilderness. He found it none such a dear abode when there, yet resolves now to make it his permanent abode. Had he been condemned to receive his wish, he would ere long have felt like Selkirk in the poet's verse. O solitude, where are the charms that sages have found in thy face? Better dwell in the midst of alarms than reign in this horrible place. Our Lord, while free from all idle wishes, found much strength in solitude, and loved the mountain's brow at midnight, and the quiet shade of the olives at Gethsemane. It is better, practically, to use retirement than pathetically to sigh for it. Yet it is natural, when all men do us wrong, to wish to separate ourselves from their society. Nature, however, must yield to grace, and we must endure the contradiction of sinners against ourselves, and not be weary and faint in our minds. Selah. After such a flight, well may the mind rest. When we are going too fast, and giving way too freely to regrets, it is well to cry, Halt! And pause a while, till more sober thoughts return. Verse 8. I would hasten my escape. He tried to pause but could not, like a horse which when pulled up slips on a little because of the speed at which he was going. David declares that he would not waste a moment or stay to bid adieu to his friends, but up and away at once, for fear he should be too late, and because he could bear the clamor of his foes no longer. From the windy storm and tempest, a storm was brewing, and like a dove he would outfly it and reach a calmer region. Swifter than a storm cloud would he fly, to avoid the deluge of rain and the flash of the lightning. Alas, poor soul, no such wings are thine. As yet thou must tarry here and feel the tempest. But be of good cheer, thou shalt stretch thy wings ere long for a bolder flight. Heaven shall receive thee, and there thy sorrows shall have a finis of felicity among the birds of paradise. Verse 9. Destroy, O Lord. Put my enemies to the rout. Let them be devoured by the sword, since they have unsheathed it against me. How could we expect the exiled monarch to offer any other prayer than this against the rebellious bands of Absalom and the crafty devices of Ahithophel? Divide their tongues, make another Babel in their debates and councils of war. Set them at cross purposes, divide the pack that the hunted one may escape. The divisions of error are the hope of truth, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. The rabble and their leaders were plotting and planning, raging and contending against their king, running wild with 1,000 mad projects. Anarchy had fermented among them, And the king hoped that now it might come to pass that the very lawlessness which had exiled him would create weakness among his foes. Revolution devours its own children. They who are strong through violence will sooner or later find that their strength is their death. Absalom and Ahithophel may raise the mob, but they cannot so easily rule it, nor so readily settle their own policy as to remain firm friends. The prayer of David was heard. The rebels were soon divided in their counsels. Ahithophel went his way to be hanged with a rope, and Absalom to be hanged without one. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.